Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Ingraham. This is the Ingraham Angle from New York City tonight. Panic, lies, and vengeance. Ooh, that's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, it's the Christmas shopping season here in New York, and you can spend hours looking at the decorations, the lighted trees. I did some of that today in the rain. The decked-out window displays. The retailers are trying their best to entice you to spend some money. But there's one salesman who's always coming up short because he's trying to sell what no one's buying.
The investments we're making have spurred by the Inflation Reduction Act, which I wrote, which we passed, is going to communities historically left behind. When I took office, I vowed I'd be president for all Americans, whether you live in a blue state or a red state, whether you live in rural or urban areas. And we're delivering on that promise.
Okay, I hate to break it, Tim, but the entire country is feeling like a community left behind, Joe. And as for Biden claiming to be a president for all Americans?
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Donald Trump and his MAGA Republicans are determined to spread anger, hate, and division. This MAGA threat is a threat to the brick and mortar of our democratic institutions. Extreme MAGA Republicans trying to undo virtually every bit of progress we've made.
They thought demonizing Trump as Hitler was going to work, right? They thought that red backdrop of Biden. They thought that indicting Trump 4 times was going to work. They thought that throwing his supporters in jail, some of them in solitary confinement for months, that would work. And they thought being upbeat about the economy, just lying about the economy, they thought that was going to work. But none of it has worked. None of it has helped Biden. Salaries aren't keeping up with the cost for groceries, gas, insurance, your cell phone bill. Migrants are everywhere, sleeping everywhere. Fentanyl overdoses are soaring. No wonder Biden has gotten weaker. And of course, Trump has gotten stronger. He's been leading or tied with Biden since early September. Today in the RCP average, he's up almost 2 points. Now, the more legal hurdles Trump faces, it's amazing. The more resilient his poll numbers seem to be. Today, the D.C. Circuit, though, ruled that Trump is not protected by presidential immunity against plaintiffs who claim damages from the January 6th riot. Now, all of these suits are absurd. They should be dismissed. Any lawyer who files them should be sanctioned. But it's all part of the lawfare being waged to take down Trump. But again, I only bring this up because the voters are tuning it out. Most know that this process is unfair, and most know that things were better with the economy, with foreign policy, and at the border when Trump was president. So naturally, they are in a complete panic at the White House. And when you add the disturbing pro-Hamas, anti-Israel sentiment among young people boiling up everywhere, well, things are looking pretty grim for Biden.
The war in Israel is top of mind, particularly a lot of young voters who say they don't like necessarily the way that Joe Biden is handling this and handling the relationship with Israel.
For many of them, they'll be voting for the first time in their lives. They're going to have a connection to somebody who's 60 years older than them. And, you know, Gaza is certainly not helping.
Well, remember, Biden faced tight races in the states with large Arab populations back in 2020. It was in Michigan, Arizona, Georgia. And for some historical perspective here, 1,046 days into Biden's presidency, his approval rating, 38%, is the lowest of any president running for re-election since Jimmy Carter. Now, this isn't surprising when we see where Biden is with his once most reliable constituency, African Americans. His approval numbers now among black voters have dropped 23% since the start of his presidency, from 86% to 60%. Meanwhile, Trump, he's racking up endorsements, including a big one today from the Ohio Republican Party. So what will the Biden team do next to try to turn this all around? They seem like they've tried everything. But I'm telling you, when they panic, and they're panicking, look out. Because that's when things get dangerous. That's when civil liberties are trampled. They turned the deep state against Trump in 2016, and then in 2020, they got their billionaire buddy Mark Zuckerberg to pour almost $400 million into select Democrat areas to push turnout. They worked with social media companies to censor information that voters could access. They persecuted the January 6th defendants, and they let the BLM rioters skate for the most part. And now, Special counsel Jack Smith is even making a database of Trump's followers on X. I'm in the database. Now, all Americans who believe in the Bill of Rights should remain really vigilant. The more Biden seems cornered, the worse things may be getting for all of us. But don't be frightened. Be courageous. And that's The Angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.